Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another live stream. Haven't done one of these in a few weeks now, but I have actually recorded the Super 6, so you may or may not have seen those videos in the past few weeks. It's 10 a.m. on Saturday, the 15th of May. Championship, League One and League Two have all finished their league seasons, just the playoffs now for those clubs. But we do have, I think it's 3 matches left in the Premier League to complete. This afternoon, or today, I should say, we've got 6 matches that we are going to predict. I will just pop them on the screen now. So these are the 6 matches. We've got Southampton coming up against Fulham. That takes place at 3 o'clock this afternoon. We've got Brighton coming up against West Ham. That takes place at 8 p.m. this evening. Sunday, we've got Spurs against Wolves. That takes place at 2:05 tomorrow. We have Chelsea coming up against Leicester in the FA Cup final. That takes place at 5:15. Unfortunately, you remember the FA Cups always used to be at 3 o'clock on a Saturday afternoon. The only match on that day, but it seems like the Premier League and all other sorts of matches go ahead now on the same day as the FA Cup, which is not good for the traditionalists, is it? We've got Crystal Palace against Aston Villa. That takes place tomorrow at 12 p.m. And we've also got West Brom against Liverpool at 4:30 tomorrow on Sunday. So is anybody in the chat out there before we get started? Just going to do a couple of things here before we do get started. Maybe it is a little bit too early for everybody. Saturday morning here in South Wales, it is brightening up a bit. It was absolutely hammering it down from about 6 o'clock this morning, but yeah, the sun is trying to come out. Still a little bit overcast, but it is sort of peeping through the clouds as we speak. So I think we'll crack on and make these predictions. So as we were saying, we've got Southampton coming up against Fulham at 3 o'clock. Now I've already made these predictions on my on the predictions video, which you may or may not have seen, but we have people in the chat now. It is working. I was for a moment there for the last few minutes. I didn't think there was anybody else out there in the world. But yeah, I'm doing good. Cyber Leader, WHUFC. Looking forward to the games this weekend. I gather you're probably looking forward to that away match against Brighton, which the Hammers really need to win. And that Cardiff City fan is in as well. Hi to you, Cardiff City fan. Hope you are doing well too. But as I said, getting on to this first match between Southampton and Fulham, let's just have a quick look at how they've been getting on in the league. We have got Southampton, who are currently in 14th position in the league. 2 wins out of their last 6 matches. Last up, they beat Crystal Palace 3-1. I think Benteke opened the scoring for Palace in that one. Can't remember exactly, but prior to that, they lost away against Liverpool, Tottenham and West Brom, drew at home against Leicester and beat Burnley at home. So home form is looking pretty good. Cyber Leader's actually gone for a 3-1 away victory to Fulham in this one. Fulham already relegated. They've had 5 defeats in their last 6 fixtures. That one draw was an away draw against Arsenal, but they've suffered defeat home against Burnley, away against Chelsea, home against Wolves, away against Villa, and home against Leeds United. So it's all pointing towards a home win to Southampton in this one. Before I actually make my prediction on this one, I'm just checking a few things. And Harry Kritschko has gone for a 3-0 victory to Fulham. And that Cardiff City fan has gone for a 2-2 draw. Interesting, guys. Let's have a look what the Sky community are saying on this one. Well, 83% of people are going for a Southampton win. 11% are going for a draw. And 6% are going for a Fulham victory. Early in my predictions video earlier in the week, I did go for a Southampton victory. I am going to keep with that, but I do think Fulham will score in this one, so I am going to go for a 2-0 victory to Southampton. And welcome in Mike Green. Hope you're doing well there, Mike. Congratulations on gaining 1,000 subscribers. Surprised you weren't in the protest at that Liverpool match again. Saw all your videos and all the sort of the media coverage of your footage as well. So well done, Mike. Just be a little bit careful. I bet Nathan's eating Cocoa Pops. I believe he's not actually eating Cocoa Pops. He hasn't got his laziness out of bed yet, but he's had a busy week out and about this week. So I expect he'll be up soon, Cyber Leader. WJ, hello. How are you today? Yeah, I'm doing well. WJ, up a little bit earlier today, got a few tasks this morning to complete before settling down to the football this afternoon. I could probably watch, definitely going to watch the FA Cup final, but it's the, I think, is it Leeds playing at 3 o'clock this afternoon? No, it's not. It is that Southampton-Fulham match. Yeah, probably watch that Southampton-Fulham match as well with Cardiff City their season over now. But yeah, it's the FA Cup final for me today. But let's move on to the second fixture where we've got Brighton coming up against West Ham. Now, the Hammers really need to win this match. They are currently in 6th position. Of course, Liverpool gaining 3 points against Manchester United earlier in the week. So Hammer, 58 points. They've got to really win all their remaining matches if they want to get into those Champions League spots and hope other teams slip up as well. West Ham in their last 6 matches, losing 3 and winning 3 last time out. Surprisingly to me, they lost at home against Everton 1-0. They beat Burnley away 2-1, losing against Chelsea at home and Newcastle away. And prior to that, they beat Leicester at home 3-2 and Wolves away 3-2. So not keeping clean sheets, West Ham. I think I've already touched this in the videos and live streams in the past that they do concede goals. Brighton, they are missing, of course, Lewis Dunk and Neil Maupay for this match. So, yeah, they're going to find it difficult to keep the goals out and to score at the other end as well. Let's have a look what the Sky community are saying on this match. So 9% have gone for a Brighton Hove Albion victory, 19% have gone for a draw, and 72% have gone for a West Ham win in this one. I made my predictions for this as well. So let's have a look what you guys are saying. So that Cardiff City fan has gone for a 5-2 victory to West Ham. Thrilling game with goals. Yeah. Owen Armitage. Oh, hello, Owen. I don't think you left your predictions in the predictions video last week. I notice you have left them over the last couple of weeks as well. Ashton Knights, welcome in, my friend Ashton. West Ham. Looking forward to the game this afternoon against Brighton, no doubt. Really need a victory for the Hammers, don't we? Mike Green's gone for a 3-1 away victory to West Ham in this one. Harry's gone for a 4-0 victory to West Ham. And the Cyber Leader has gone for Brighton 1, West Ham 3. Dex is back for that game. Moy said, interesting. Yeah, Declan Rice. What do you think? Do you think you'll be able to keep hold of Declan Rice, Cyber Leader, and Ashton? Or do you think he's on his way out? The likes of Chelsea are sniffing around him, Manchester United possibly as well, but or could he stay at West Ham? And Ryan has gone for a 1-0 victory to West Ham in this one. Yeah, I think with Lewis Dunk missing from this match, okay, they got Trossard, we know. Basuma's very good in the middle of midfield as well. But I think West Ham are going to have too much for the Brighton. I think Brighton probably a little bit toothless in this match. So I think I can see West Ham gaining their first clean sheet in a while now. So I'm going to go for a 2-0 victory to West Ham in this one. Bluebird Legend is the best ever legend to ever live. Thank you for those kind words, Cardiff City fan. hopefully we'll be back into the Cardiff City Stadium next season. No Dunk is big for that. It is massive. He's been absolutely immense for the Seagulls this season, hasn't he? And Ashton Knights has gone for a 2-0 win to West Ham. Interesting, guys. So next up, we've got Tottenham coming up against Wolves. Tottenham's form has been all over the place, hasn't it? Recently, they are in 7th position, 2 wins out of their last 6, 2 defeats as well. Those defeats coming away against Leeds and at home against Manchester United. The wins have seen them beat Sheffield United and Southampton, teams at the wrong end of the table, and we've seen draws away against Newcastle and Everton. Now, Wolves currently find themselves in 12th position, inconsistent themselves. They are as inconsistent as Spurs. They've had 3 victories in their last 6, home wins against Brighton and Sheffield United, and away win against Fulham. So those victories have come against teams in the lower quarter of the table, you could say, or lower third. They've suffered defeat at home against West Ham and Burnley, and they've gained an away draw against West Brom. So they're only sort of where they've come up against the big boys in the last 6 has been away against West Ham. So look at erring on the side of a Tottenham victory in this one. Let's have a look at what the Sky community are predicting in this one and the stats. So 80% of people have gone for a Spurs win, 13% have gone for a draw, and 7% have gone for a Wolverhampton Wanderers victory. Now, earlier in the week, I actually went for a Spurs 2-1 victory in this fixture. I'm probably going to keep with that. So Mike Green's buzzing for the FA Cup final, a 2-1 away win to Wolves. Wow, Mike, that is bold. Cyber Leader's gone for a 2-2 draw between Spurs and Wolves. Hope Wolves win. Cardiff City fan, to be honest, I would not want to be in the Prem without fans. Absolutely. Yeah, maybe it's a blessing in disguise. Would love to get another promotion with another pitch invasion. Ryan's gone for a 2-1 victory to Spurs. That Cardiff City fan's gone for a 1-0 victory to Spurs. Tottenham hope Wolves win, though, and Alec Ashton's gone for a 2-1 victory to Spurs, and Harry has gone for a 3-0 victory to Spurs. Yeah, I'm going to keep with my original thoughts on this one, and I am going to go for a 2-1 victory to Tottenham Hotspur in this one. Incidentally, Mike Green, if you're still in the chat, are you live streaming today? Are you going to be live streaming the FA Cup final? I know you've probably, is it the second leg of or the playoffs are coming up, rather, aren't they, for Newport County as well? But moving on, we've got 3 more fixtures. I think I'll come to, no, let's do the FA Cup. So we've got Chelsea coming up against Leicester in the FA Cup final this afternoon. It is at 5:15. I would have loved this one to be on at 3:15, but it's not to be, unfortunately. Money talks and all that sort of thing. So 74% of people have gone for a Chelsea victory in this one. 15% have gone for a draw at 90 minutes, of course. I'm not sure if this actually goes straight into pens or there'll be extra time. Normally in the FA Cup final, it is 15 minutes each way, each half of extra time. So I'm sure that's going to continue. They wouldn't mess around with the FA Cup final, surely. And 11% have gone for a Leicester City victory. So what am I thinking in this one? Let's have a look. Well, Chelsea, I think they've won the FA Cup 8 times in all. Yeah, they have. They won it in the 69 to 70 season. They won it in 97, 2000, 2007, 2009, 2010, 2012, and 2018. So 7 of those, or 6 of those 8 victories have come since the year 2000, in the last 21 years. Prior to that, they'd only won it twice, and that was in the 1969 to 1970 season, 1996 to 1997 season. Leicester have never won the FA Cup, of course. They have been in the FA Cup 4 times in the past. Coming up, runners-up in 48 to 49, 1960, 1961, 1962, 1963. And their last appearance in the FA Cup final was between 1968 and 1969. How did they get there? Well, Chelsea beat Morecambe in the 3rd round before advancing to the 4th, where they beat Luton 3-1. They beat Barnsley in the 5th round 1-0, beat Sheffield United in the quarterfinals, and in the semi-finals they beat Manchester City 1-0. So they've only conceded 1 goal in the FA Cup this season. Leicester, I think they conceded 2. They've beaten Stoke away in the 3rd round, beat Brentford in the 4th round 3-1, beat Brighton in the 5th round 1-0. Quarterfinals, they beat Manchester United at home, which was a very good victory for Leicester. In the semi-finals, they narrowly beat Southampton 1-0. So, yeah, between them, they've only conceded 3 goals in the FA Cup this season. So what are we thinking, guys? Let's have a look at have a quick look at the form in the league. Well, Chelsea having that horrendous defeat against Arsenal last time out. But prior to that, they beat Manchester City 2-1, a home win against Fulham 2-0, an away victory against West Ham 1-0, a draw against Brighton at home 0-0, and a 4-1 away victory against Crystal Palace. Leicester, on the other hand, who are one position above them in the league, have beat Manchester United 2-1 last time out. Of course, Man United feels in a weakened team in that one with the fixture congestion and all that, so can't really blame them. They lost 4-2 away at home against Newcastle, drew 1-1 against Southampton away. They had 2 good victories at home against Palace and West Brom, and they lost against West Ham United away. So what are we thinking, guys, on the FA Cup final this afternoon? I think it's going to be close. Could it go to extra time? It could. Let's have a look what they're saying in the chat. This is actually hard to predict. It is a tough one to predict. This one. I think I said in the predictions video that Leicester will love the wide open spaces of Wembley, where the likes of Vardy and Iheanacho hope to get behind the rear. This very strong defence of Chelsea. Mike's going for a 2-1 away victory to Leicester in this one. I keep saying it to the people, and I'll carry on saying it. Leicester will win. Cardiff City fan, 2-1 to either side. Yeah. Simon Leader's gone for a 4-2 away or victory to Chelsea in this one. Harry's gone for a 2-1 Leicester win as well. And I would rather Southampton in the final. That would have been kind of funny. It would have been. And I would like pens from the Cardiff City fan. So it looks like a lot of people are actually going for a Leicester win in the FA Cup final. Yeah, Chelsea coming up. They've got a real end of season. It's really sort of congested for them. They've got the Champions League. They've got these 3 fixtures or 2 fixtures as well in the league to finish off. So what are we thinking, guys? What are we thinking? Chelsea, Leicester. You know what? I am going to go for a Chelsea win. Actually, before I do that, let's just have a quick look on the predicted lineups. This is from, I think it's provided by Betting Expert and the Telegraph. The predicted lineup for Chelsea is a 3-4-2-1 for Chelsea. I think it is Kepa in goals, Azpilicueta, Thiago Silva, Rudiger, and James. At the back, we've got Jorginho and Kanté in the holding role. Chilwell, of course, at left back. We've got Ziyech on the right, Mount in the middle, and Werner as well, probably on the left. I'm not sure I agree with that lineup. Perhaps Oliver Giroud may play in this one. Not sure, but possibly Havertz, possibly for Werner. Havertz been looking quite good recently. For Leicester, predicted lineup is Kasper Schmeichel in goal, Johnny Evans possibly making it back into the lineup. There's touch and go on his fitness, of course. Fofana, Soyuncu, Pereira, Ndidi, Tielemans, Castagna, Maddison, and Vardy and Iheanacho up front. So, yeah, it's going to be a very closely fought match, but I am going to go for a 2-1 victory to Chelsea. I think they'll just come through in 90 minutes. I think that rear guard of Chelsea will hold firm against Leicester's flying attackers. Mike Green, I'm doing a stream for it, by the way. Yeah, Mike, you said earlier, look forward to that. I'll be watching the FA Cup final, but I may jump in and out of the stream as well. And you've gone for a 2-1 victory to Leicester. Cardiff City, Nathan has exactly 99,000 views on his channel. Excellent. That is superb. So, yeah, I'm sure he's going to do some live streams over the summer, particularly the Euros. So hopefully we'll get that over to 100,000 very soon. Mike Green has 121,000 channel views. I don't know if anyone can check what I've got. I'm not sure. I don't really look at the stats. I keep an eye on the sub count, but if I'm looking at stats, it's mainly the views of my previous videos, and it's a little bit down recently. So I hope to get over 1,000 views per predictions video, which it has been doing for the last month or so. My God, I'm buzzing for the final. Forget the Premier League. Yeah, forgetting the Premier League this afternoon. Anyway, let's move on from the FA Cup final. Let's get into Crystal Palace up against Aston Villa. Cyber Leader W. No, I don't think he's streaming this afternoon. I think he's having a bit of a rest. He's had a very busy week in work, so he's currently in bed. So I'm going to get, once I finish the stream, I'm going to see what he's doing, see if we can get him up. And oh, Mike's saying I've gotten 593,000 channel views. Thanks for that, Mike. Let's hopefully I can get to 1 million as soon as I can. But yeah, Nathan isn't streaming this afternoon unless. He may be streaming the Formula 1 from Monaco next Sunday, so look out for that. 593,170. Cheers for that, Cyber Leader. Anyway, moving on to this Crystal Palace versus Aston Villa fixture. Crystal Palace, of course, suffered defeat last time out against Southampton. They've actually suffered defeat 4 times out of the last 6 matches. Defeats away against Southampton and Leicester. Defeats at home against Manchester City and Chelsea, a draw away against Everton, and an away win against Sheffield United. Now, Aston Villa, recently they suffered 3 defeats in the league, home against Manchester United and Man City, and an away defeat against Liverpool, but they got draws at home against West Brom and Everton, and the only win out of their last 6 has been a victory against Everton. So, bit of a tough one, this one, to predict. Let's have a quick look what the Sky community is saying. Palace 19%, a draw of 39%, and 42% have gone for an Aston Villa victory. Yeah, this is a tricky one to predict, although looking at Palace's recent form, the only team that they've beaten in the last 6 is Sheffield United, so none too clever. Roy Hodgson about to let everyone know at the end of the season what he's going to be doing, whether he's going to be staying on for another season or he's going to be leaving, perhaps retiring. He's been a great servant to football, of course. Mike Green's gone for a 2-0 away victory to Aston Villa. Cyber Leader's gone for a 3-1 victory to Aston Villa. And Ryan's gone for a 1-0 victory to Villa. Myself, yeah, Palace's form hasn't been too great. They got, Eze, Zaha, and the likes of Mihalovic in the middle. Defensively, they've been okay. Benteke's, I think he scored 2 goals in his last 2 matches. So I've actually put him in my fantasy football team. So I think this is going to be an away win to Villa. Villa pretty good on the road this season. The last Jack Grealish, I think he came off the bench in the last match as well. So maybe he'll get some more game time today, and that would be good for England if you're an England fan. But I'm going to go for a 2-1 away victory to Aston Villa. And Harry's gone for a 4-0 victory to Villa in this one. Ollie Watkins back, right? I'm not sure, Ryan, actually. Yeah, he was out of that last match, so I'm not actually sure if he is. Maybe he is. Let's just have a quick look at. Should we have a look at the Premier League injury list? So look, this is a really good site. If I can type Premier League injuries. Yeah, a few. I don't know if anyone has actually seen this one. So Aston Villa. Let's have a look at their injuries. So we've got Morgan Sanson, the injury. Ollie Watkins suspended, 2 yellow cards. So returning on the 16th. So yeah, he will be back for this match against Crystal Palace. I actually thought he was injured, but he was suspended. That's right, he was actually sent off, wasn't he? Tyrone Mings looks like he'll be back as well. Mahmoud Ibrahim Hassan, no return for him. Matty Cash, no return date for him. He's got a thigh injury, and the manager said whether it is a reoccurrence of the hamstring, I don't know. But if it is, then that will rule him out for the season now. He said he doesn't feel too bad, so we'll see how it goes. So he's currently being assessed. He may be back before the end of the season, but it could be season over for Matty Cash. But we'll just have to see how that goes. So Cyber Leader got 9 hours till kick-off. Do you think the players are asleep or making their way to Brighton? Oh, is this for the West Ham? They're probably. I expect they'll be staying in the hotel. What normally happens on game day, they'll all have a pre-match meal, but with the game kicking off, is it this evening, isn't it? 8 p.m. this evening. They'll probably have their pre-match meal around about 5 o'clock, 4:30, 5 o'clock. They'll have breakfast. They'll probably have like a light stretching session this morning, maybe go for a walk, that sort of thing, before they make their way to the stadium, probably around about 6 o'clock this evening. Cyber leader. What about our injuries? Shall we have a look at the injuries for West Ham? Let's have a look what West Ham's injuries before we proceed with the predictions. So Declan Rice should be back, of course, as you've already said. Mark Noble has got a late fitness test. Aaron Creswell has got a fire injury. I think it was a dead leg, which won't be so bad if that's the case. So he's on a late fitness test as well. 75% of him playing cyber leader. Arthur Masuka, no return date for him. Lanzini still out. Lanzini has an injury. It looks as if it is the top of his thigh or a groin strain that he's had before, and he's currently being assessed. So, but the main one for you guys is Declan Rice making a return. But anyway, back to the predictions. We've only got one match to predict, and that is West Brom coming up against Liverpool. Before I move on with that, though, Dara Rutledge. Welcome, Dara. I hope you're doing well, my friend. He's got a double booking, so should be back. That is right. Yeah, he should be leading the line for Villa, shouldn't he? What about our injuries? Just went through with them for you. Anyway, West Brom against Liverpool, guys. What are we thinking? West Brom, second from bottom of the table. Haven't been doing, a bit topsy-turvy these last 6 weeks. 2 victories, and they were away against Chelsea. 5-2, of course, brilliant that was. Home win against Southampton. But in the last 4, they've lost away against Leicester, away against Arsenal, and they've drawn twice, away against Aston Villa and a home 1-1 draw against Wolves. Now, Liverpool currently in 5th position, 4 points behind Chelsea and 6 points behind Leicester. So they are on, they've got to win these 3 remaining matches if they want to get in that top 4. They've won the last 2. They've actually won 4 out of their last 6. So they're on a real good run of form, Liverpool. If they want to get in that top 4 Champions League spots, then they're going to have to win this match. I don't think they'll have that much trouble beating West Brom. They've looked really good away from home this season. So let's have a look. What is the Sky community saying in this one? 2% of people are going for a West Brom win. That would put the cat amongst the pigeons. Probably end Liverpool's hopes of getting into the Champions League as well. 3% of people have gone for a draw in this one. And 94% have gone for Liverpool victory. What are you guys saying? Okay. So Cyber Leader's gone for a 3-2 away victory to Liverpool in this one. What's everyone else's thoughts? Ryan's gone for a 3-1 away victory to Liverpool, although West Brom is Liverpool's bogey team. Interesting. Liverpool 3, West Brom 1. Yeah. What happened earlier in the season, Ryan? I can't remember. Was it? I think it was a draw, wasn't it, between West Brom and Liverpool? Let's have a look at that, shall we? What happened in the last match between West Brom and Liverpool? I'm sure it was 1-1 draw on the 27th of December, 2 days after Christmas Day. It was 1-1 draw. Oh, how did I remember that? That's a good memory. But yeah, that is what I'm thinking. What are we thinking? What did I predict earlier in the week? I'm probably going to keep with that. I think Liverpool are going to be well up for this match. Sadio Mane wasn't happy about not starting the last game, but he hasn't been in the best of form. So he'll be possibly be back, or will Jota be starting again? Who knows? But I'm going to go for a comprehensive 3-0 away victory to Liverpool. Maybe West Brom could get a goal and make it 3-1. Like Trent Alexander has been in absolutely pulsating form of late. Got him in my fantasy football team, and he's getting me a hat full of points. So that is good to see. Talking about fantasy football, we may have a look at that in a moment. But 3-0 victory for me. Harry's gone for a 3-1 victory to Liverpool. And suddenly this week, fans back at a stadium, only home fans. Yeah, it's another step on the road to recovery. So I believe that I would love to have been going to the Cardiff City Stadium or any football match anywhere in the UK live. It's been over a year now, missed it so much. When we get back in, Nathan is going to be he's going to be recording videos at the matches. We're going to do a vlog like he always did at the Cardiff City home matches. If we do go away, then I'm going to be recording the away fixtures. But yeah, anyway, back on to the prediction. I've gone for a 3-0 victory to Liverpool. So golden goal time, guys. This is the tiebreaker. If there's a number of people have predicted the same scores, then it does go down to this tiebreaker. What time will the first goal go in? And I normally go for the 3, 4, or 5th minute. It is the Premier League, so maybe they'll keep it tight. I'm going to go for the 6th minute in this one. Why don't you try our stadium? Yeah, I have actually been to the London Stadium, but you'd probably have to be in a ballot to be in those 10,000 fans for it. But I'm not a West Ham season ticket holder. There's no way I'd be able to get there. One day I will go back there though. Is it this weekend, midweek games? I think it's the midweek games, isn't it, Ryan? Yeah, because there's 3 matches left. Fans aren't back this weekend. There's games on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then there's the final day of the season the next Sunday. So every team in the Premier League will get the opportunity to have their fans in their stadium once this season. So that's great. And Cyber Leader, by the way, has gone for an 8th minute for the golden goal prediction. I am going to go head to head with Jeff, and I am going to submit my entry. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we will win the £250,000. If I put £10 on this would come back as £363.57. Or if I put a solitary £2 on it, would come back as £72.71. So that's the predictions all done and dusted. I have submitted them, haven't I? Just submitted them now. There they are. They are in. So then, guys, looking forward to the FA Cup final this afternoon. Everybody's made their predictions. Who wants to see where they are in the Fantasy Football League? I haven't actually spoken about the Fantasy Football League in a while. I do play every week. Let's get it up on the screen for you now. If I can get, and I'll show you my team, and then we'll have a look at the league table. So here we are. This is how I have lined up for this week. I've got Martinez in goals, Phillips and Alexander Arnold at the back. They are away against West Brom, so I know Phillips have played the last 2 matches. Aina of Fulham as well. I've got Foden and Gundogan. Now, Gundogan played last night. I think he did manage an assist in that game against Newcastle. Lingard for West Ham. Mane for Liverpool. Hopefully he'll start this week. I've captain Kane. Got Danny Ings of Southampton in there, and I'm continuing with Benteke. My bench, because there's a bit of a depleted week, and I have actually spent 4 points on this week. I've got Meisler of Leeds in goals on the bench. I've got Veltman, who's currently injured for Brighton, and Shaw and Fernandes. I'm keeping them for the midweek matches and the final match of the weekend next Sunday. No tie. Not sure what that means. Cyber leader. But anyway, let's have a look at the Bluebird Legend league table. Wherever it is, where has it gone? Here we are. This is the current league table of my fantasy football. I'm currently in 20th position, but Pablo Canacho is currently top with 2,367 points. His name is Wildcard. I wonder where he is actually in the world. Oh, he actually comes from Colombia, perhaps, with that. I think that's Colombia flag. It's not Romania, is it? Yeah, that's Colombia. He is currently 2,563rd in the world. So we've got somebody in our fantasy football league that high. That is absolutely fantastic, and that is his lineup. It looks like you've got Son and Kane for Spurs in there, Rafinha, Jota, Salah, Alexander-Arnold, Coleman, Dallas, Bamford, and Calvert-Lewin. So let's just head back there. Cyberlit, how do you sell players on the fantasy league? Well, all you do is you go into transfers by here. You'd click on the X button there, and then you would then go to in this list here, and you'd bring in another player. So, sorry, the phone is going there, guys. I'm just going to turn off the audio. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. That was the phone going. Just had a message on the thing. Somebody's on their way. Yeah, but that's how you basically sell. You click on them and then they come in there. But I'm not going to make a transfer for that. We'll just have a quick look, run down the top 10. So we've got Indian Clap by Ayan Chowdhury. Always makes his predictions every week. Francis Bellardi. Well done, Francis, for getting to third. Faik Mahi, I think it is. Dijingle, Edinburgh, 7-0. Dark Ranger, Everest FC, and Teleforce in 10th, and I am all there in the 20th position. So Aaron Tan there in 20th position. So I'm going to have to end the stream there. I've just had a phone call. Somebody has come into the house. Hope you have a great weekend. Enjoy the FA Cup this afternoon. We'll be back on, Sunday night with another predictions video. I may do some pack openings of Panini before then as well. So look for those Euro pack openings perhaps. But thank you all for joining me once again. If you're watching this back later, then hope you enjoyed the video as well. Enjoy the FA Cup. Enjoy the Premier League over the weekend. And I'll see you all.